All right. It's been a while since I've actually announced what episode it is, and it's because a lot of times I don't remember what episode it is. But shout out to Derek for being like, dude, you've done 188 3 times. So welcome to episode 190. Uh, I think that maths, but according to Spotify and everything, we're on episode 190 because 189 just posted. Um, but I'm here with Ty from SKIVE Golf. And of course, I couldn't have Ty from SKIVE on without Greg from the Pinehurst Six. And for long-time listeners, you know who Greg is. He's the fact checker. He's the dude we used to have on once a year for the his big trip. And then the last time I remember we had you on and then you ditched me early to go play golf. And I was like, I understand it. But welcome, both of you. I'm excited. Greg is not here to be interviewed. Greg is here to interview with me. So Ty, we're not ganging up on you, but I wanted Greg here because he's used your products firsthand and he's explained to me how great they are. But we will talk about it, but first things first, how did you come up with Skive? The name is unlike anything else I've seen in golf, and that's not a bad thing. I think it does stand out and it's very unique and it kind of just like sticks with you. But where did it come from, the name? And then why did you start doing gloves of all things?
Well, first off, I appreciate that. And yeah, I let's see. So the name Skive, okay, so I was trying to figure out, I knew I wanted to start a business. I'm a former worship pastor at a church, so had been for like 7, 8 years, and was just like, I feel like I want to start something, especially in the, physical products, e-commerce world. And you know, for me, like I've grown up playing golf. So I knew like if I can speak to myself, I feel like I'm going to have a better chance than, I think way back in the day we looked at my wife and I were like, let's sell baby bamboo towels. And it's like, that's probably I don't know how to speak to that, So glad we didn't go with that. But yeah, so going towards the name Skive, I honestly was just trying to figure out like a good way to, I don't know, have a name that stands out that kind of has a little bit of oomph to it, but it's not like cannibalized, like where a bunch of different brands have the same kind of name. And I don't know how I found it. But all of a sudden I saw the word skive, and so to skive off is a British slang term, and it basically means to avoid work or your duties, right? And so it's our
Hell,
version of playing hooky. So like to skive off is like us saying, I'm gonna go play hooky from work today. So for me, like I'm a 9 to 5 golfer. Like I work a 9 to 5 job. What do you do whenever you work a 9 to 5? Like if you are a golfer, you're constantly thinking about it every single moment of the day. If you're not on the golf course, you're looking at what new gear can I get? What new course can I go play? How can I improve my game? And then you're also actively trying to figure out like, okay, can I get to the range for 30 minutes during my lunch break? Can I go sneak out and play 9 holes? And then another definition I saw, which I don't know if it's necessarily the case, but to skive off also meant to be like absent-minded while you're at work. And so I figured like it encapsulates what I was at that moment, working a full-time job. Uh yeah, so yeah, I just kind of stuck with it, and it's cool like now like I don't work for the church anymore. I do this pretty much full time. And so like I'm able to be a little more edgy with like because I was like working with I was working full time, and I needed to make sure I wasn't saying like, hey, do you want to skip work? Like I didn't want to get in trouble with my bosses and stuff. But now I can lean into it a little bit more, which is nice. But
so I
yeah,
work
to be
for, I'll let you go, Greg, but I work for a great company, and I'm glad that they have not found out about this yet, because let me tell you, there's a lot of days there's not a thought in my head other than like, can I like take like a quick break and like go hit balls in the yard or something? And recently they changed something that really like made me mad because it kind of ruined my whole life. Um, so on Thursdays, they give us these like happy hours. So we get three of them a week essentially. And on Thursdays, mine butts up right after my lunch. So it's essentially a 2 hour window where I am not needed at all. And
Yeah.
originally they were like,
Beautiful.
hey, you're not like, you can take one of your little happy hours. You can leave. You don't have to be on your computer. And I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm gonna go play like 9 holes of golf and then like cool down for like an hour or so. And then they recently changed it because I'm sure somebody ruined it. So now mine doesn't butt up against my lunch. So now it's like I get to have lunch and then they're like, congrats, this is your email block. And I'm like, congrats. I would really rather jump out my window than do this. And I feel like you explaining Sky being absent-minded and, kind of head in the clouds, especially this past week where, nobody did shit at work. Everybody's got all their monitors. Greg, I know you're one of them, where there's three monitors for just the Masters, right? But you
Yeah.
explaining Sky, I thought it was going to be like Norwegian or something like that, just because it sounds very like almost like a Viking type word where it's like Norwegian or Finnish or something.
I mean, there is a town in Norway. I think it's Norway that is Skive, but it's like Skive in Norway. And there is a
In
Skive
North.
Golf Club.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's Norway. I need to fact check that, but
Hold on.
there is a Skive Golf Club, and that's the only other way that you would have see Skive and golf together. So
Oh my God, Skive, Norway.
yeah.
It's in Denmark.
Oh, Denmark, that's right. I knew it was somewhere around there.
same thing, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, my Norwegian ancestors would beg to differ. Oh, this is that town where they have a soccer field like in like on like a rock essentially.
Oh, just like the island field.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
Skive.
That's cool.
that's
I
cool.
don't I don't like soccer,
That's cool.
but like I'm looking at it right now and it's sick. Look at that. I did a great job. I fact checked.
Good for you. You can do
Yeah.
it.
I
I knew
can.
you
I just choose not to.
could. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, Dom. Like, I think we were all a little absent-minded at work this week with the Masters going on, especially Thursday and Friday. A little bit Wednesday with the par three competition, and then yeah, Thursday and Friday. I mean, they started teeing off at 7:30, so I had the app open first thing in the morning, just watching everybody's shots. But
Oh, it was
yeah,
constant. It's
yeah,
constant.
absolutely had to be.
Yeah.
Are you one of the people who download the app for like the week and then you delete it until the next year?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
I either
otherwise it's
delete it
useless,
or
right?
yeah, I mean, or I just let it go to the cloud and then, I click it on Wednesday and let it download again and you see it change from like 2025 to 2026. It's a great time.
I
A
mean,
tradition unlike any other.
yeah, I feel like it's a ceremony whenever you go to that app store and you press download and you're like, it is finally time. And then Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, the tournament's over. You watch the green jacket ceremony. It's like, all right, goodbye, old friend. I'll
Yep.
see you next year.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, and now it's the RBC Heritage, which Greg and I know a fellow who is like this is like the unofficial major for him, and I'm like, ah, I don't know. The light, like he's like, yeah, but they have a lighthouse. I'm like, that's true. They
Yep.
do have a lighthouse, but
They
uh
give out a striped jacket or what's it called? Argyle? Is
it's
that
I think it's plaid or argyle, which I mean
Yeah.
it is
it's
cool. I
cool.
can't. I've already been talking shit to Brendan because the Twins just smoked Boston, which is not normal. It was like 13-6. And I mean Crochet gave up 10, which is unheard of against us, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean Masters week, it's one of those weeks where I feel like even non-golfers kind of get it. Um, I was getting a coffee flight with my friend and she was like, "Is there a big golf thing this weekend?" And she's looking around, and it's at a brewery, funny enough, the coffee flight, and everyone's got, either like a green quarter zip on or like some kind of Masters themed hat. And then even I had like my Masters themed hat from like Hinatori where it's like it doesn't say Masters, but like you can kind of like if you know, you know type deal. And I'm like, no, there's absolutely no golf event going on, and the people next to us are like whispering about so and so teeing off and everything, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of, the buzz of everything. I also learned that one of my favorite companies in golf, and maybe it'll become Skive, but one of them right now is Pinned. I love working with the guys from Pinned. Alec is like the funniest dude when it comes to social media. He and I both were like, dude, Akshay is gonna run away with it this year. It's Akshay. So I commented on one of their posts and I'm like, dude, we ride with Alec. And boy, did we fuck up.
Not your best pick.
Yeah,
Not your
that's
best.
fair.
Like I love Akshay. I think he's gonna have a great year. I had to go back and comment. I'm like, don't let Alec and I pick anybody ever again. Like because he was cut what at like +6.
Oh, did you
Yeah, I
see
mean
the back
Bryson
nine
too.
on Friday? Akshay's back nine on Friday. I think he shot a 45. Like that's what
Oh,
made
yeah.
him miss the cut. It was like all 9 holes of really bad golf.
Gotta love it. I love you, Akshay, but like, damn, bro.
It was
It's
rough. It
brutal.
was rough
That's
sledding.
brutal.
Ugh. Like we could do any better.
Yeah.
I could only hope to do that well.
I'm
Yeah.
shooting 100 on the back nine.
Yeah.
No.
Time of my life, but I'm shooting
With
100.
with a smile on my face,
Oh,
taking 10s and 12s on amen corner. Yeah.
dude,
Hmm.
just put me in for 18. Like, I'll be happy. But so we talked about the name of Skive. I'm always curious about why people pick gloves of all things, because after talking to a handful of companies that do specifically gloves, they're always like, dude, people are so picky. People want XYZ out of their glove, and it makes me kind of never wanting to start a glove company already, really not wanting to start a glove company. So I think there's a special kind of madman who looks at it and goes, I can do that and I can do it better. But what made you go, hey, the golf glove, it's already great, but how can I make it better?
Yeah, so I think for me, so there's a million golf clubs out there. I fully acknowledge that. And I think whenever I started looking into what like our first and flagship product would be, like I started looking on Amazon a little bit and just went into different golf products and was like, okay, there's a bunch of gloves on here that are just like I've only worn a white glove my whole life. I know that there were like a black glove and a green glove, and just with the base of it being a different color. But for me, I've only ever worn a white glove, and so I found a couple companies that started doing some stuff on the gloves, some sort of print, and especially on Amazon, which is our main platform.
Hmm.
Uh, there were a couple companies that were like doing it, but it was like way far out there, where like, tacos and tequila and
Oh, hell
um,
yeah.
you know, yeah, which is really cool. And if that's your vibe, like go for it. But for me, like I kind of teeter along that like um, I love hanging with my boys on the public course, but going to a private course, like I want something that's still going to be it's going to work somewhere that's a little more exclusive as well. And so, um, yeah, so I just kind of started thinking of like some different designs of what could go on there to kind of meet the middle of the people that are kind of already doing really flashy shirts and whatnot. But also you can meet the golfer that maybe they want a little style to their glove, but they've only ever worn a white one. And so just to throw a little bit of color to it to where they feel good about it too. So um, I like I said, there's probably a few other companies that have like some science behind what the gloves like performance wise. I was just like, let's get a really good leather in there. Let's not do a synthetic leather. Like I'm still like I'm around a scratch one handicap. Like I want something that I feel good to play in, but also let's put some color on it too. So that's kind of where it all began.
So if you like dig deep enough somewhere, I don't know if there are actually pictures of me with it, but I used to only play with a pink glove from G4, and I thought it was the coolest thing getting something other than like black or white gloves, right? Because white felt kind of boring, and you know that white glove's only white for like a week, and then it's kind of like a really gnarly, kind of nasty looking, crinkled up like tissue essentially.
Yep.
And the black glove, I'm like, I just don't really. I don't know. I feel like it would track heat and then my hand would get sweaty. And in my brain, it like turned me off of it. I don't know if there's any science behind that or if that's just like the way my brain works. But I was like, God, I don't want a sweaty hand. I don't know. Obviously black does attract sun and darker colors. Like I understand that. But like I didn't want just like one sweaty hand. Um, but I feel like what you do with just like the speckles of paint, like I like a paint splatter is it's still very, like you said, you could take it to the local muni down the road and people would be like, oh, that's super cool. But then you could also play at, a TPC course or a private country club or whatever, and it's still not feel out of place, if that makes sense, especially with
Yep.
like like I have them pulled up. So like the fairway line is kind of what I dubbed it, where it's
Those are brand new.
the white and
Those are
then the
brand new.
outline. Like that feels very like professional but fun. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But obviously, like I love the speckled, and then that eggs and bacon one I think is like the best glove I've ever seen in terms of print. Like,
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
The
like
breakfast
that's
balls, man. Yeah.
that's great. Greg, do you have a favorite one? Because I know you've got a ton of them.
Yeah, I mean, so I think my favorite so far is probably the fairway line one that I just got with the green trim with a white glove. I also really love the blackout, the dark side with white paint splatter. I was always a huge fan of the black gloves. That's like what I gravitated to. As soon as I saw that one was available, I went for it. Like I wore a black Nike glove for the majority of my high school golf career, and then I haven't been able to find them for a while. So yeah, Ty came out with the black glove with the white paint splatter, and I was like, oh heck yeah, I need that
Coming
right
in
now.
clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. um, but yeah, I my wife always jokes around with me that I spend more time picking out an outfit for golf than I did picking out my suit for my wedding. Because I basically walked into Men's Warehouse and just said, "Give me the gray one," and walked out. Um, so, like, I care about what I look like when I golf, and that's about it in life. Like, I'm not a huge fashion guy, but once I step foot on the golf course, like my my polo needs to go with my shoes, needs to go with my shorts, and then you came out with these gloves that just have a little bit of color splash to them, and I fell in love with just matching that to my outfit as well. So yeah, I mean, I've got the red and blue paint splatter. I've got the green and yellow Masters paint splatter. I've got the black and white, and now with the green trim one. Um, it's a fantastic addition. It's the little details that maybe I'm the only one that notices that my glove goes with my outfit, but I'm okay with that because I noticed. Um, Also, I mean, I know we haven't really gotten into it yet, but these new polos are absolutely awesome. They fit
Thanks, man.
fantastic. Yeah, I love the tapered fit. It's just a like athletic, kind of like hugs your sides, makes me feel like I probably need to lose some weight, but that's okay. Um, but
I I have one. So one guy got back to me and he was like, "It this shirt makes me look like I've been working out and I haven't."
yeah,
So I
exactly.
appreciate that.
Yeah, it doesn't fall like a garbage bag on your sides, it
Yep.
like it it's form fitting, but it's not like it's not skinny jeans tight or anything. It's just an athletic fit, and it's really nice, really good material. I love the button down collar. Um, yeah, great polo.
Thanks, man. Yeah, as you're talking about that, so like that's as I was trying to figure out like what was next for Skive, the polos were the easiest thing because that's what my biggest thing is like I've been really trying to form a community. It hasn't really it hasn't really turned into something that's more like on like a Facebook platform or Discord or something like that, but really it's just the email list. Like the list that I have, like I try my best to like keep in contact with everyone and make it not necessarily about like, hey, go buy my thing. Like, hey, let's talk about the Masters. And I'm not going to try and pitch you anything. Let's just talk about it. But as getting feedback, like polos seemed to be the next thing that people wanted. But um, as I started thinking about it, I was like, how can we like you said, Greg, like I think about what I'm going to wear to the golf course. Like I could care less about what I'm going to wear, on a normal day, but like I know exactly what polo I'm going to wear. I know what hat I'm going to wear, what shoes I'm going to wear. And I feel like the glove is always like just like, I've got a white glove. And so as we started developing like these gloves with different colors, um, for me, like I started finding myself like I've got a red and blue drip glove on me, but I'm wearing a green polo and it doesn't go together. And so my goal moving forward is to have like specific like not only having like with the fairway series you have a glove and a polo that go together. They're meant to go together. And with the green polo it's a green base, but it's the inverse of that with that glove. So you have different things that could go together, but you could still mix and match how you choose. um,
I had moved my head because I didn't know if we were all frozen.
Yeah. Me too. Oh no.
I think I think
Yes.
I
There he
ah
is.
we almost had it. It's my bad.
No, you're good,
So
man.
Greg and I were like,
where
are we frozen? And we're like moving our head.
no, it was me. It was me. So where did I get left off?
We
Oh
were
gosh.
talking about how you really wanted the polos to match the gloves, because you felt kind of goofy having, the red and blue glove and then the green polo.
Yeah.
However, I want to rewind a little bit because now that I know the backstory of you a little bit more, I absolutely despise the green and or the blue and yellow glove. Like never.
Why?
Dude, that's it's Rams colors. Look at that. He froze again to get out of answering the question.
I don't think there's a blue and yellow. There's only a blue and red.
No, there's
Oh,
the blue and yellow.
there's a blue and yellow.
Dude, blue
It
and
must be
yellow
me.
drip glove.
My Wi-Fi is not
Whoa.
cooperating now. Sorry, guys.
Well, and now
No, you're
Greg's trying to
good.
fact check me. He goes, I don't think there's a blue and yellow glove. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm on it. I'm looking
I
at this bad
I
boy.
made the blue. So like when I did some crowd testing, like some surveying, the blue and yellow was probably like one of the least like performing ones. And finally
Shocker.
we got to a point where I was like, okay, we've got enough like traction. I'm making a small quantity and this is like if no one buys them, I at least have them. They are
Yeah.
mine. So sure enough, like I wore one yesterday. There's like right there. So
Nice.
Greg trying to gaslight me and fact check me. And I'm like, dude, my cursor is literally hovering on it. I'm like, there's no way I'm wrong.
yeah.
Like, I know for a fact I am right. I'm
Yep.
just, I'm sure it's a great glove. It's just one, I think
There's
there's
also
enough.
a red and black one though, just for you, you know?
Yeah,
We
but
don't have
we're,
red and gold, but
yeah, superior.
There we go.
you
Yeah.
you still have some uniforms that have a black base with your red. Like you
Yeah,
could
they
still
came
And it
out,
use
looks
that one.
sick. I
they came
do
out the
love the
alternate
Niners black
one,
kits.
It
Yeah.
looks good, man. It looks good.
and then they got smoked. We don't, that was fun. Um, if I showed up in a yellow and blue glove to like some of my friends, I think they'd like cut my hand off. And by them, I mean
Right, you
Lalo.
can just do the fairway blue, and then it won't
There we
really
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lalo would cut my hand off in a heartbeat. He'd be like, Carnal, what are you doing? And I'm like, bro. And then I just wouldn't have a left hand anymore. Or,
Yep.
I mean, Daniel wouldn't be too happy with you either, to be fair. So,
oh yeah, he'd be pissed. And then
yeah,
Raul would be pissed.
yeah.
Uh,
Our
That's,
guy
I mean, that's,
Our
I
guy
was just,
Daniel Alvarez is a photographer for the Niners, so he's
oh, that's cool.
big time. Yeah,
Yeah, we have
I was just gonna say, like, that's what you get to like. You're a Niners fan, like, I don't expect you to get the blue and yellow one, but like, whatever you have, like, you can mix and match how you choose. Even if we have some that go together, if you really don't want to wear blue, go get a white and black glove. That's what I'm really excited about. As we continue to expand like different variations and expand on the shirts as well. So,
no,
uh,
it is
yeah.
fun. Like the polos, I was kind of looking at them before we got on. I mean, they look great. And I like that I don't want to say stuck with your brand because I'd hate to put you in a box where like the paint speckle is your brand, but it works so well on these polos. I've seen other companies try to do it and they look kind of like tacky and like there's just not enough splatter or you're just like I like you go almost looks like you could like pick off the color. Like, I mean, obviously you're wearing the black and white one. It's fucking with the camera a little bit, which means it's a pretty good
Sorry.
quality. You know what I mean? It's like when
Yeah.
people wear stripes. Um,
Yeah.
at first I thought it was snakeskin, and I'm like, hell, like that's sick. And then it wasn't, and I was like, that's still sick. So, I think they look great, you
Thanks,
know.
man.
And I like that you could pair them up with the glove. It's very similar to Nine Iron, but they did theirs to pair up with like the Nike Jordan sneakers. So like there's
Mhm.
like a cool gray glove for like the cool gray or like the Wolf Gray 5 golf shoes or whatever. So
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah, the issue is nobody can get those damn things because they're like $600 because Nike and Jordan are stupid as well. Good thing nobody can see all my shoes, but there's a shitload of them. Um, but no, I mean the polos look great. At what point were you like, you know what, let's make a match? Because I don't like obviously I don't own a company, but in my brain I wouldn't be like, hell yeah, let's make the polos match the gloves. Like that wouldn't connect with me. Um, Obviously as a consumer, I kind of picked up on it pretty quickly because the
Yeah.
naming is pretty similar, which helps people like me kind of put two and two together. Um, but I love these. I think the green tees is probably my favorite looking one. Uh, just because it's a little bit more busy,
Yeah.
but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like it's not overdone.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we made probably 15 to 20 different designs, different, like the tees one. I think we had like some carts on a shirt, some flowers, some different stuff that we really tried out. And I polled probably 50 to 100 of our like really trusted customers. Did we? Okay, I was just making sure we didn't
Hmm.
freeze. Okay,
no, you're
cool,
good.
cool. Yeah, we tested, we surveyed them, and you know, they basically told us like, hey, this is what we want. So like with these drip polos, like they liked the style of them, they liked the colors that we decided on, and so we were able to see like, okay, we want to make what you want to make or what you want to wear. So we're not going to force anything on you. So yeah, so pairing up once they showed us like, hey, we like these drip ones, then it was easy for me to be like, okay, let's get gloves that go with these. And, you know, obviously you have this black one can go with the black glove or the white glove that has black on it. So, um, but yeah, that, and then like we really focused on like trying to get a really good quality polo because um, there was another just from sourcing, polos and whatnot, like our first couple samples, like they just weren't up to par. They weren't necessarily what we wanted. They fit a little baggy. The collar is really important to me. The collar that we have, it's not, you don't want a collar that's going to like fold. Uh, what's the term? Like, is it like bacon or something like that?
Bacon, yeah,
Yeah,
little
bacon
bacon collar.
collar.
And then you don't want one
Um,
that's like super floppy, right?
Yeah, and I didn't. Yeah, and like the ones that are like super stiff, it's like I don't want necessarily that either because you've got like you can tell it's like that's more like a dress shirt, you know. We're
Yeah,
out
you don't
playing
want them
golf. We're on the golf
starched.
course.
Yeah.
So there's a couple other companies that had like this button, and I was like, I really like that. So we're gonna make sure that that carries over to what we're doing as well. Um, so made sure paid a little more for it, you know, on our side, but um, you know, the thing that I've really said, even with the gloves too, like I want to have a really good product before like a really good looking product. So obviously our look is what kind of makes us, but like if I'm not happy wearing it or playing it, like we're not gonna sell that. So um, yeah, that's kind of that.
Yeah, man, that's one thing I really love and admire about you and just like how you are choosing to go about this is you're just so transparent on the email list. Like I read every email that you send out, and the one where you're just wearing the first sample of the polo
I
and
got it
like
right here, man.
yeah, like the paint splatters, like it's too big and like it just doesn't work. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And you're like, you know what? I could have just sold these and they probably would have done
Yeah,
okay, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, get a good product out there. Um, yeah, it's just shows the level of detail that you're willing to go to because like you said, you could have just pumped those out and no one would have thought otherwise. But you wanted to do something better and you did.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I especially wearing it, like, I mean, it's cool having we came out with 7 polos and I didn't realize it, but I'm like, I can wear one every single day of the week and just recycle. My
This is my
wife's like,
Monday
you're
polo. This is my
yeah,
Tuesday polo. Yeah.
seriously. My wife's like, you're wearing another one of your sky polos again. I was like, I mean, I like they feel great, man. Like they're so good. So I love them. So that's I mean, yeah. And that goes back to starting the company. Like I knew I could speak to myself. And so um, I may not like with the blue and yellow glove, I may not have all of the answers, but I know like if I can at least like try and speak to myself, like I would think some of my friends that are golfers as well would kind of resonate with what I'm thinking as well. But
yeah. I mean, if you're talking about quality, I mean, I keep looking up. I've got the website pulled up, I promise. I feel like $80 for a polo isn't realistically that bad. I feel like I'm a little bit out of touch just because I don't remember the last time I've actually like paid for a polo, to be totally honest with everybody. Sometimes they just kind of show up at my front door, like, Dom, try these, and I'm just like, okay, like we'll see what happens. Um, if you want to look at it like this, you could buy the polo and the glove and consider it an outfit, and it's under 120 bucks. If you want to look at it that way, right? You still got to get your shorts and everything, but chances are if you're buying a new polo, you have the shorts. So you get a golf outfit for 120 bucks and feel great out there. And I mean, I don't know how many people burn through gloves quickly, but if it's 30 bucks and it gets you through the entire season, like that's pretty good value in of itself right there.
yeah, golf. So like there's obviously a difference between golf gloves. So like you have a synthetic glove that will last you for like potentially a couple years. We have a glove that's a little thinner because I wanted something that was going to be more of a performance glove, something that when you get down to the green, like you have that feel. It's supposed to feel like a second skin. So they're going to wear down a little bit quicker. But my idea with also having different designs is it actually encourages good habits with your gloves so that you're airing them out, you're cycling gloves to where they actually do get a longer shelf life because you're actually wearing 2 or 3 different gloves over the course of like it's better for you to wear multiple gloves over, a month or two than to just keep hammering one glove.
Yeah, I'm
But
super bad at that. I wear the same glove until I just kind of get sick of it or I lose
I mean,
it.
I was the same way too. I was the
Like
same way too.
I don't think I've ever like ripped a glove, right? Like I feel like I just lose it or I could just get sick of it and throw it away. Um, I lost one mid 18 holes and then I had to play the rest of the round without one, and I've never felt so naked in my life. I actually just
That's fair.
bought one of those glove like holders where now there's like three or four of them in it. So now it's like if I lose it, I just open up this booklet and then bam, another glove. But I'm hoping
Mhm.
that helps me go, oh, that glove's kind of gnarly looking or a little nasty feeling. Let's put on a fresh one today. And I'm also a creature habit where like I find a glove I like and I buy like four of them and I'm good for like the rest of my life essentially. Um,
It's great.
I'm one of
It's
those
a great
people.
thing to do.
Yeah, I found I really like like some cheap gloves and I'm like, these are great. Like I feel bad, but Uh, like one of my favorite ones I've recently discovered in the last couple of years is from Four Bros. It's just cheap. It's khaki. Obviously, those are my guys. They obviously sponsor the pod. I have the shirt on. They don't pay me though, John and Trev. But like they have this weird like khaki glove. I don't know what it's made out of, but I love that thing. And I don't know why. And I could not explain to somebody why I like it as much as I do. But I've also put on gloves where I'm like, wow, this kind of blows that glove out of the water, and then I understand it. But um, Greg has said nothing but good things about the Skive gloves, and obviously on his page, I've seen all the reviews and the unboxings and stuff like that he's done, and everything looks fantastic, And I, talking with you, I like that they match with the polos, or you don't even have to match them with the polos, then that's your whole thing. But now it kind of has me looking at my closet, and I'm like, well, does my collar look kind of floppy? Is that a bad collar? Like, are my polos not as good?
Well, my thing with the gloves too, like, you know, going back to the name of Skive, like we daydream about golf all the time, right? And so like I found myself in the same time when I was making the like starting the brand, like I was actually buying golf clubs because I was just upgrading them. And that new gear feeling that you get, regardless of what it is like so motivating to get out to go play. That's why I made the tagline "Get out and golf" because I want people to be motivated to go play. And when you slap on a new glove, like even if it's just tiny different design, like there's that motivation of like, ah, I've got that new gear feeling. I got that new glove feeling. So that's kind of where some of that came from as well. But like it's a little easier to spend 25, $30 on a glove than, $500 on a new driver. So uh even though
Yeah.
I've done that too.
Do they even make $500 drivers anymore?
Oh yeah.
5 plus. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think they
Yeah.
start at like $600 or $700 now, which is ridiculous for a club I'm just
It's
gonna throw and
stupid,
break.
man.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah. So my birthday is in 9 days. So I've been doing some shopping just because, got to give everybody birthday ideas. So I can tell you that a Nike Polo nowadays is $120.
Oh,
Um,
good
so yeah,
Lord.
you can buy, a Sky Polo and glove for the price of a Nike Polo nowadays.
Yep.
So yeah.
And it's interesting, like, like I told you, like my main platform is Amazon. That's just kind of where the people that I talked to, that's what they wanted, where they wanted to buy stuff from. And so I just started there versus like a Shopify store and started running, getting traffic there. Um, on Amazon, it's completely different, where like it's flooded with $20 polos, and you don't necessarily know what the strategy, what the quality is. So it's an interesting balance launching these polos because we know like we're right in range, whether we're offering at 65 to 80, $90. There's plenty of golf polo companies that are in that range as well, especially for the quality that we have. But on Amazon, like we stand out, and it's super interesting to just. It's going to be interesting playing it out over the next couple of years. But um, yeah, I don't know. I don't
It,
know
it,
where I was going with that, but it's
it is
interesting.
very it is very consumer oriented too. Because there are certain things that I've recently ordered that I'm like, ah, fuck it. I don't care what the quality is. It's like 10 bucks, 10, 15 bucks. But when it comes to like my golf stuff, I'm like, oh, it's real cheap. Like I don't always trust that price. Is it going to be something I have long term that I could just pay a little bit more for? Um, Stuff like that. So on Amazon, I'd imagine you kind of hit that consumer kind of in the middle, where you're going to get those people who know what they're looking for on Amazon with like, hey, like I really want this Callaway polo or this box of Callaway balls or whatever. But then you're going to get those people who in some cases are like me and just like, fuck it. I just want to throw it in the cart, order it. I mean, those are all cameras. Trust me, I'm not immune to that new gear feeling.
Yeah.
I like there's literally, I totaled my car and bought a Leica. Like it's somewhere on that wall. Like trust me, I'm not immune to
The
that.
car is on the wall.
Yeah, you have
There
no
it is. I
idea.
see it.
Actually, you can't see it behind my custom Funko Pop of Derek and I. The only Funko Pops I own. It's also funny that Greg kind of made like an ad for his wife to find so that his wife orders him a Skive polo and glove combo instead of a Nike polo for his birthday.
Yeah, this is a test to see if she
Yeah,
supports
check.
my yeah, my hobbies here.
Even though even though we just sent her shoes, you know.
Yeah, and she scoped that out real fast. Yeah, so my wife's birthday is 22 days after mine, so they're pretty close together. And Dom works for Brooks,
Yeah.
and Brooke, my wife Brooke wanted new Brooks lifestyle shoes, and for some reason the friends and family discount that Dom hooked me up with does not apply to lifestyle shoes. So I was like, "Hey
Mm,
Dom, uh, what can you do for me?" And he helped me out. So so now I got some Brooks shoes heading my way for my wife's birthday, but I Venmoed
good for
Dom for
you.
him. Yeah, Venmo Dom for him, and she immediately was like, "Why'd you Venmo Dom? Did you get me shoes or for my birthday? Did you get me those shoes?" Like, you know too much. Like I tell you too much.
You know, you can do private
You need,
Venmos.
yeah, you needed to put that on that private mode, bro.
I know, right? I didn't even think about it. She just immediately scoped it out.
Should I email the carrier and reroute it?
No, it's too late.
No, it's not too late, trust me.
Well, it's too late, as in she already knows she's getting them.
Oh, trust me, the amount of stuff at work that they're like, damn, it's too far gone. And I'm like, well, let me just see if I can cause a little chaos. And then before I know it, it's back at the warehouse. And I'm like, guys, like, trust me. I can reroute things until the end of the day. The issue is I always want to reroute it to like myself, but I'm pretty sure that's how I get fired.
Yeah, props. Probably something like that. Probably something like that.
There's always like an internal conflict though, where I'm like, ah, I could. And then like it hits me and I'm like, but I won't, because that seems like the wrong thing to do. But in the moment, it feels so right. Nobody's yelled at me yet.
Yet,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's the keyword.
Yet.
Um, I was also perusing the website as one does because it's a website of golf stuff, right? Like you can't help but click on every little thing. You have matching towels, and the
Those
fact
are
that you don't
sick.
have matching bags yet is a little, I'm a little upset.
We'll
Listen,
see.
Ty's
We'll see.
Ty's living room can only hold so much. All right,
I
his
mean, here, let me see if I can. Where's my background? Show you my background. This is me. This is all my gloves. So,
At least gloves are small and fit in those boxes, right?
yeah, I recently had to get a storage unit for the polos because those were all in my living room.
Yeah, your stories of just the boxes of polos in your living room always made me laugh. Like, pray for my
The,
wife. She's got the patience of a saint right now. Yeah.
seriously, the past like 3 months of just getting ready for golf season, it's been like boxes upon like I'll be like, so I've got 5 more boxes coming. She's like, there's 42 in the living room. And that's not an exaggeration. There were 42 boxes in the living room, and I had more boxes coming. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a lot of fun. A
That's
lot
awesome.
of surprises.
On the bright side, it's not like, hey, I have 47 boxes of polos for me. You know that,
It's true.
you know, there might only be a couple boxes for you.
Yeah. And the benefit, I mean, the cool thing with going through Amazon, like half my inventory is there. It's at their prime warehouses. So that's you get their 2 day shipping. So I don't have to have it on hand, which is really nice.
I
But
was about to ask how that works, but if they have it, then they just use the little robots and bing bang boom 2 days
dude,
later.
it's so interesting just like being in that world. Like you send your product to like you can choose to do it at one location or you can send it to five and it's a cheaper method for you. But you send it to like two in the West, one in the Midwest, and then, two on the East. And then they just assimilate it out across like 120 different, you know, centers, warehouses. So that's how you get that 2 day shipping. Like my stock is everywhere. And so it's wild. But, we sell on Amazon, but my biggest thing is like, I want to be a golf brand who happens to sell on Amazon,
Hmm.
not we're an Amazon brand. And I feel like those are two different things. And that's why we are able to do like more premium products because we're not looking to sell the knockoff $20 product, Um, I want to build a community of golfers that are excited to get out and golf, that are motivated to get out and golf. And so, um, that just happens to be like our main sales platform, but that doesn't mean that we're an Amazon brand per se.
That
So,
that kind of goes along with what I was saying earlier, where, you might get people who know what they're looking for on Amazon, and then you have those people who are just like, oh, it looks nice, throw it in the cart. There's been a weird stigma around Amazon lately where it's like, oh, if you sell on Amazon, you're lower quality, you're cheap, um, it's not as good as XYZ. And I've even seen that on like eBay at times because there are people that sell their products on eBay versus like reselling stuff on eBay, if you want to look at it that way. And there's always like a weird stigma that doesn't quite make sense, because you look at some of these major companies, like if we're going to talk about Brooks or Saucony or whatever, two huge companies that have been around since the 1800s, I wouldn't say either of them are cheap, but you can buy products from them on Amazon, and for some reason people don't bat an eye. But as soon as a smaller company tries to kind of get their name out there and use blah blah blah, bang, they're labeled as cheap, not good quality, and I've always thought that was dumb. I recently learned that Amazon only does shipping for certain companies, which is pretty cool. Like I ordered my glasses and they came via Amazon shipping, but I didn't buy them on Amazon. And like I was like, did I get real drunk one day and order
yeah.
stuff on
So
Amazon?
so they probably had their stock in their warehouses. And so you can do something to where like if you buy on my Shopify store or on TikTok shop or wherever you find me, I can
Love the
choose.
TikTok shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I can choose to send one of my products from that Amazon warehouse and ship it to you that way. So like I don't have to have any stock with me if I don't want to. But I personally like sending stuff out because it's a little cheaper and I get to have a little more like hands-on. Can write some notes if I want to. Um, but
It feels like you
yeah,
did
that's
something
how you
right
got that.
too.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, it's like not like, oh wow, I didn't do anything all day, but like there's like a sense of like satisfaction, right? Where it's like, hey, somebody took the time to buy my product. I want to package it. Like you're saying, I'll write them a little note, whatever. There's a sense of like satisfaction with that, where it's like, hey, like you could have bought a polo from Nike, Under Armour, Callaway, whatever. But you chose Skive out of Oklahoma, of all places, the tornado capital of the world, as far as I'm aware. Um, I say that with love. The dude
that's
who
fair.
customizes my shoes is in Oklahoma as well, Luke from Leaderboard Customs.
Yep. Shout
Uh,
out, Luke.
Shout out Luke as I'm staring at.
Is he in Oklahoma City though?
No, I don't know where
Okay,
he is.
where he's at. Okay,
I feel
because
like
that
it's
they
I
tend
feel
to get them more than we do. But
no, I feel like it's Tulsa, but
okay,
I also only think of that because of the episode of Friends where Chandler has to move to Tulsa and then he gets caught watching Shark Week and he says it's porn. Um, I don't think Luke lives in Tulsa though. I just know it's
yeah,
Oklahoma.
that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Tulsa's a great city. You just got to come visit it, and you'll actually realize like it's actually a pretty cool spot. So we
Just
do have this. We do have Southern Hills here too. So if you get a chance to play that course, yeah,
oh, I didn't correlate that with the golf course. I thought you were bragging that you had hills. Uh,
we have hills
Famous in the
here.
South. Yeah.
well, I mean, Minnesota's kind of just like flat, and then there's like, oh, there's a
Yeah.
hill, like everyone's
Yeah,
like,
we have
Tom,
northern hills here. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, that's Canada.
that's true. Yeah. I
No,
mean, and Ohio doesn't really have that many hills unless you get down to Cincinnati. Because the glacier wiped out all of our hills. But
but it left you with chili and noodles.
heck yeah, man.
I
If
always
you're
give
not if you're not putting chili on spaghetti, you're doing it wrong. That's all I gotta
Mm.
say.
I always give Greg a hard time because Ohio's weird and puts chili on.
No, they are.
I
I
don't
know
know.
that. Yeah. Greg, where in Ohio are you at again?
uh so I live in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah. The Pinehurst crew is kind of all over Ohio. We got a couple guys in Columbus. And then actually one guy just moved down to South Carolina and one guy's in Chicago. So we're kind of all over, but mostly Dayton and Columbus, Ohio.
I was in Columbus last year and it was fantastic. I loved it.
Columbus Columbus is a beautiful
It
city,
was
man.
great.
I went to Ohio State for college, and the plan was to never move away from Columbus after that. And then I ended back up in my hometown of Dayton, and I I like it, but every time I go visit Columbus, I am reminded why the plan was to never leave that city. Yeah,
Yeah. I was
it's
up
cool.
there for like 2 days and I was like, I'm gonna go play golf. And you've seen have you seen my video of playing at the Virtues?
Yeah,
Yeah. So like that was the only course I got to play and I put like a lot of research into it. I was like, I hear this is a great course. And I got out there, dude. I was like, this might be one of my favorite courses I've ever played.
Columbus has a lot of really good golf. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't get a lot of pub, but yeah, the
It was
Columbus area is rich with golf.
I would fly back just to play that course again. Like it was that great. So I know like Firestone's in Ohio and you got
Yeah, that's
different other
northern Ohio,
places.
though.
That's
Yeah,
true. It's like when you're not from the state, you're like, it's right next door. But
yeah.
it's a
No, that's like
it's a hop and a
4 hours
skip.
away from me. Yeah,
Yeah. It's a hop and
I
a skip.
I mean, listen, I'm born and raised Minnesota. I do that. I'm like, guys, it's like right up the road and it's like 4 hours away. I'm like, guys, it's not that bad. Like we could make a day out of it. I mean,
Dude, I lived in Dallas for 6 years. Texas is the worst.
I would
It's
still be
like,
like,
yeah,
guys,
you're
it's
you're
just
in
right up the
Texas
road.
12 hours.
yeah.
One of my favorite things about Greg living in Ohio and being a big Buckeye guy is I was filling out my March Madness bracket. And I'm like, hey, is Ohio State's basketball any good? He goes, yeah, man, they're real good. And I'm like, they're gonna lose. I'm like, bam, they're done. And he goes, who you got winning? I'm like, you don't want to know. He goes, you can say it. I'm like, Michigan. And he goes,
Mm.
oh, so do I. And I'm like,
Yeah, I named my bracket. So I filled out two brackets. I had Arizona winning in one, and I had that team up north winning in the other one. And I named the one that I had the team up north winning. I just named the bracket "I'm gonna puke" because like. I mean, I watched them all year, right? Like they're Big Ten basketball. That's probably the most basketball I watch, just because I pay attention to Ohio State and I was like, God, this is just the best team in the nation this year. And it
Mm.
sucks to admit that, but they were just insanely good all year. They got smacked around by Duke in the regular season, but I guess UConn took care of that for them, and they didn't have to play them. So
Yeah, my we do a bracket in my in my home. I've got a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, and my wife doesn't care. She had all six seeds in the championship for some reason.
Hell yeah.
Uh, but my son and my daughter pretty much pick based on mascots.
nice.
And
Yeah.
my 4-year-old son won because the only team he had left after the Sweet 16, or I think going into the Sweet 16, was Michigan. And he picked them to win it and beat me by 2 points.
Oh man,
Dang.
that's too much.
So he got a new car. He got a new little toy car that he can play around because he won.
Nice,
So
nice. That's
So
awesome.
I don't really pay attention to much college basketball just because the Gophers are the Gophers. Like, let's put that as nicely as we can. Um, they suck. It's bad. I don't know if every college is like this too, but the way they play basketball is actually elevated. So then when they go sit on the bench, they step down. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
mm.
I would roll an ankle every time at the barn. Um, but whenever West Virginia doesn't make it, I like stress out on my picks because I always pick West Virginia to make it because they're guaranteed Elite Eight, and there's always a one seed that blows it to like a 16 seed. So then my buddies are always out of it. So I always go with West Virginia. And now that they suck again because they fired their good coach because he got a DUI, that was a whole thing apparently. And now
Not
it's
his first DUI, yeah.
no, no, no. It's like the seventh.
Yeah.
But it's also West Virginia. Like, what else you gonna do? Like, you smoke meth and you drink. Like, it's
Sure.
West Virginia. That
Let's
and
go Mountaineers. Let's go drink some beers. That's literally the whole
yeah,
like
horns down,
catchphrase.
bitches.
Yeah.
Um, but it's one of those things where it's like, ah, West Virginia wasn't in it. And I'm just like, I think Michigan's pretty good. I remember somebody saying that, and then I don't go into brackets like, oh, this guy's gonna win. It's always like, how did I end up with this Final Four? So your wife with all six seeds, I'm like, I think I've probably been there before, where it's just like a gut feeling where I'm like, take a
Oh,
shot at the world, and then I pick
there
them.
was no gut feeling. She was like, I'm going to pick all the teams on the left, and now I'm going to pick all the teams on the right. And she just kept picking on one side to where somehow all of the six, yeah, she was like, I really don't want to do this right now.
I'm always just like, they could, and maybe they will, and then they don't, and I'm just like, well, good thing they're for fun, because I'm never gonna win. Although,
Yep.
Brooks is owned by Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company. If you had like a perfect bracket or something, they'd give you like $1 million. And I'm like, I kind of want that mill. No, no. I was good for
It's
like the
never going to
first
happen.
round, and
Yeah.
then I was like, I'm not getting that mill. Nowhere close. So I'm not a millionaire. Hate to break it to everybody.
Yeah, Ohio State versus TCU was literally the first game of the tournament, and we lost.
I
And
know.
there went my perfect bracket.
I
So
picked
I did ha
TCU.
I did have
I know
Ohio
you did.
State as well. So
To be fair, I had us losing to Duke in the second round, and I told Dom we'll probably beat TCU, but we'll definitely get just trounced by Duke.
yeah.
And I still think we should have beat TCU. We played like absolute garbage and almost came back in the second half. I mean, we were down by like
hmm
16 at half. So
I mean, almost
terrible.
only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, as they say.
And
And Atom
cornhole
Bombs.
and atom bombs.
No, we don't say cornhole over here.
Well, the professional cornhole league calls it the American Cornhole League. So
I would beg to differ.
I, what do you mean by
No, we don't say
you,
cornhole.
you beg to differ with the professional league?
Yeah,
It's not the American Bags League.
damn right it is. So in
Okay.
Minnesota, it's not cornhole, it's bags because you're throwing bags. So we say bags in our Minnesotan accents that I'm trying to hide, but there's no hiding the way I say certain words. I'm trying to think what else we say that doesn't make sense. Bags is the big one. It's not duck, duck, goose either. That's fucked up. It's gray duck.
Duck, duck,
Um,
gray duck. Yep.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I think it's just those two that people are like, oh, you guys are wrong. You can fact check me later, Greg. Um, but I think we've talked all about Skive, and it gets me excited because obviously I've seen the company, I've seen the gear. I like to hear the stories behind the gear too, just because I feel like it adds a little bit more to it, and I'm in a unique position to hear those stories. Um, Congrats on the polos, congrats on all the
Thank
gear.
you.
Excited to see what's next. Are you doing bags? Would the wife let you?
Will the one? I would love to do bags. That's another. As you can see, I have gloves, or as you saw, I have gloves behind me.
Hmm.
Bags take up a lot more space. There's a lot higher cost point. St I didn't necessarily want to go into that yet, but it's something that I definitely have on my radar for sure.
Do you have anything else planned for this year, or were the polos kind of the big thing for 2026?
I think we're looking at hoodies for the next thing. I think the nice thing with polos is that you can go into the apparel route and just keep kind of, you know, keeping that outfit going.
Hmm.
So looking at hoodies, but the big thing is just getting this polo launch going, um, getting them established on Amazon and on, uh, you know, building our awareness up a little bit more. So getting those going, and then from there, I got a few other products that I'm thinking of, but hoodies are probably the next thing for sure.
I'm a sucker for a golf hoodie. I love just like a thin, long sleeve, moisture wicking, especially
Yeah,
because I don't like to play in the morning, but a lot of times if we're invited to something, it's in the morning, and I'm never really thrilled about it. So I always need like a hoodie. And I don't want to wear anything super heavy because we all know in the summer it gets hot here. I don't know if it gets hot in Oklahoma, but it's got to because it doesn't look very cool. Um,
it gets warm. Yeah, it
I
gets pretty warm.
figured.
so then it's like I feel dumb wearing like a heavy hoodie where it's like, if it's a golf hoodie, I'd be like, guys, like it just slides on and off. So big fan. And I think with the paint splatter, if you do it internally, like inside the hood, you'd have a great look. And then outside
Ooh,
playing, that's a free idea for you.
I appreciate that. We might take
yeah.
that.
It's a free idea.
We
I think
we
that'd
are
be
we are in
great.
the ideation process right now. There's nothing in stone. So
I love a good
um,
golf hoodie. Like, if you ever need help with a golf hoodie, let me know because
I will let you know.
I love hoodies. Um,
We do
but
have we do have one of these hats. They're being in production right now, but the inverse of it. So we're going to do a white hat with a black S, and then still the rope and stuff too. So
so I'm
um,
very anti white hat, and that has to do with just me. I would that hat would be white for like an hour, and then it would just look disgusting. Like that's fully on me and just the sweat that all this produces, and then the fact that I'm always touching things and then touching my hat, it'd be bad.
I mean, maybe like this hat. Honestly, like this is the original sample of this hat, and I've been wearing it for like a year and a half, and it hardly fades out. It's just the material of it. It's like an active cat. It's got
Hmm.
the slits in the back as well, to help with ventilation and stuff too. So um, I don't know. I know I'm biased. I say it all the time. This is my favorite hat, and it fits so good. But it's like I don't necessarily mean it by like go buy my thing. I'm like, this is just really, it's a really good hat. Like I'm gonna wear it regardless. So
If it wasn't your favorite hat, I think that'd be an issue, right? Because then you made it
that's
just to
fair.
made it, and then it goes against everything you've been talking about all night.
So true. It's so true.
But cool, now we're at my favorite part. We call them rapid fire questions. They're not at all rapid fire. You can take a little bit of time to answer them. If you take too long, I'll just move on.
Fine.
And it'd be super awkward. But lately, I've been kind of running into some good questions. So, one I've been asking a lot of that I actually really enjoy, and Greg, please answer because I need some answers for these.
Absolutely.
If you had to play 18 holes with only one club, what would it be?
Uh, five
So you,
iron.
mm,
Yep. 6 iron is my answer for sure.
Which
I
I've been playing the Tacoma. 301 CDs, so they're a little less that they're more traditionally lofted than my past clubs. So I just figure a 5 iron, I can get off the tee pretty easily with most holes, and then I can flight things down a little bit too. But that maybe should have been a 7 iron, but I said 5 iron, so
It's okay.
rapid fire.
I'm a psychopath, and I've been saying 2 iron,
Oh
and
Oh
God.
gosh.
that has to do with for like long par fives, right? I'm not saying I'm driving that green. I'm not even driving the fairway, but it's there's gonna be some distance, and then obviously it's pretty straight up and down, so it's easy to putt with. But then my thought was, okay, we're gonna play par threes and 18 holes, usually, right? Like traditionally speaking. I could just like kind of whiff over the top of it, and it's just gonna roll onto the green for a par three, and then I'm putting. Like that's the way my brain works. We all know I'm smoking it, and it's going way over a par three.
I probably should have said 7 iron, not gonna lie, but 5 iron's my answer.
I
All
I've almost wanted to retool it and be like, except for 7 iron, because I that's like the easy cop out answer is like a seven
right,
iron.
give me an 8 iron, I guess.
Fuck it, yeah, right.
6 iron, like somewhere in there.
Yeah, no, it's almost like a cop out. I could probably do an entire round just like a 60 degree and have the time of my life, to be totally honest.
You're just gonna try and blade everything
Hell
until you
yeah.
get to the green. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not
Yeah.
even trying. It's like, guys, like I'm gonna try to flop it and it's just gonna blade it 400 yards because
Yeah.
I was in California and I had at at this point I had had one successful flop shot in my life and I got kind of hooked on it. So I had like this local muni. It's me, Derek, a couple other guys, and then Beard from Sucker Pin Society. Well, I'm like, guys, watch this. I'm gonna flop the shit out of this. I'm like, this is gonna go straight up and straight down. It's gonna be beautiful. I sculled it and almost took Beard's head off. And this is like my first time meeting him in person. And I'm like, God, I'm gonna kill this man. And he goes, ooh, and that ball goes. So I think if it was like 18 holes and 60 degree, I think I could skull it and be okay. Um, it's just whoever I'm playing with won't have a good time.
Only if they're standing in front of you or maybe to the right of you.
So there was also
Yeah.
another instance where I was trying to do this, and trying to flop it, but not to like get on the green, but just like as like a rescue shot. In my brain and the way I was standing, it was like perfect. Well, I bladed it, and instead of going straight as a blade, it went straight right into this guy that I was playing with. It hit his golf bag attached to his golf cart. And he goes, "What was that?" I'm like, "That's my golf ball."
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. He goes, "How did you
My
hit me?"
bad.
And I'm like, "Well, you take the club and you hit the ball, and then after you hit the ball, I don't know. Like it just happened." So
Oh
kind
man.
of a menace
First you
out
take
there.
the club,
Yeah.
then you hit the ball
Yeah.
with the club.
It's Scotty Scheffler describing a shank to the one reporter. I think it was last year. It's like, so what happened there? He's like, oh well, so I swung the club and the hosel hit the ball instead of the face because the face is like straight, so the face would make it go that way, but the hosel's curved, so then that's what makes it go right.
It's like Torian Prince for the March Madness. He had to explain a rebound back in the day, and he's like, the reporter's like, so
Jumps
how
up, I
did
grab it.
yeah, so the reporter's like, how did you guys get beat? And he goes, oh, they out rebound us. And she goes, how did that happen? And he goes, well, they got up to the hoop and they grabbed the ball out of the air and then they kept it. And they did that more times than we did. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this. I'm like, this dude's in college about to get drafted into the NBA. And I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
That's awesome.
It's the only
Yeah.
good
It's
thing
it
from Baylor.
you either get that or you get like you know, obviously Rams fan. When Cooper Cup went off on that reporter and just went like super technical. He's like, "Yeah, I just went. I don't even know how to say it. It's like a car mechanic, talking to yourself, and you don't do cars. But like, I remember hearing something about it where like he he was with that reporter, and she had taken like way too long and basically asked the question like three times and was finally like, all right, I'm gonna let her rip. And just goes off on like, football terms like, yeah, we saw the Z gap and did this thing, and then he split off to the right, and she's like, okay, okay,
Thanks.
bye.
Okay, go Rams. Yeah.
Great job.
That's why I feel when people like explain golf stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, guys. Let's like get out of the way. Let me swing and let's see where this thing goes because it's gonna be a wild ride.
That's fair.
Um, yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't know how people play with me because it's like it's a wild ride.
It sounds like fun. We should definitely make it happen.
Yeah, I don't know how far Oklahoma is, but
A long drive. Probably a long drive.
Really long drive.
Probably
can't be that bad.
probably like 15 hours, something like that.
Oh, a fly.
I was a musician back in the day, so we did the touring thing. So uh,
Nice.
lots of driving.
I do have a minivan. I could sleep in the back. We
Come
can
on,
make it
man.
happen.
Yeah, we'll just meet in like Kansas City and call it a day.
Oh, that's like 8 hours. I could do that.
Okay, so we're like 12 hours. It's like four and a half for me. So
Yeah, no, it's like
I'm
eight.
gonna take the easy. I'll take the easy route.
Oh, I mean
I'll
Kansas
go
City,
4 hours. You take eight.
it's like it's one highway all the way down though.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because
not bad.
I've driven to St. Louis twice, and then on the second time we caught the Twins playing the Royals, and then we drove back. So it's like 8 hours because it's 9 hours to St. Louis.
That's not too bad.
No, I
That's not
mean
bad.
it was bad because you're cooped up in a little Ford Focus for nine
Fair.
hours. Not super fun. Um, so we did the golf course club question. Um, God, I'm tired. One of my favorite questions to ask, and I like to ask it because mine changes all the time, but it's hole one. It's this big event, and you're trying to like hype yourself up. What's your walk-up song?
Oh, what a hype yourself up for a hmm. I don't
So for me, a walk-up song should hype you up. A lot of people lately have been like, well, I want something mellow and I want to, relax and everything. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to get up there. I'm either hitting a monster drive or I'm killing a spectator. And I just want to be hyped up for either one.
Yeah, I'm probably picking something like lo-fi to just chill myself out, because if I get my heart racing a little bit, it's gonna go right or left. But something
That's
chill,
fair.
something super chill.
It's a fine
That's
answer,
fair.
I
Mine's
guess.
probably gonna go right or left either way. But uh, yeah, I think it's been a minute since I've uh, thought about this. But so I've got an old TA of mine from my college days. Um, it was in like a computer coding class, and he is now a rapper. Um, so taught me MATLAB and C++, and then um, it was like a party trick for him in college. He would just freestyle rap, and now he's just like full on rapper. Had a couple songs with Chris Brown a couple years back. Um,
Oh, that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, doing pretty well for himself. He's just independent artist now. But he had a song came out a couple years ago that I definitely use for any moment that I try to get pumped up, and it's called Donnie Darko. So Donnie Darko by Cal Scrooby. It's my walk up song from now on.
Damn, you froze him. It's so good. Oh, dang. There he is.
There he is. He's back.
There we
All right.
go. We're back. Hey guys. I was
Um,
gonna say, like, if I needed a hype song, honestly, I don't listen to a whole lot of music right now. Uh, but either something by the band Camino,
mm,
or something by Forrest Frank. So
Nice.
yeah,
So my videographer, funny enough, his name's Ty. Shout out Ty. I call him Ty Two Phones because now he has two phones for his company, and I have both numbers, and I have to remember to text the correct number, otherwise he's gonna yell at me. So shout out Ty.
Shout out
So
Ty,
my
good guy.
also my partner in crime for the all the videos and shit we make. But he and I love Key Glock. It's kind of been our dude. He's like, dude, he's the only good rapper out there, and I'm like, well, let's pump the
Eh,
brakes. But
I
Key
wouldn't say
Glock
the
is,
only.
I mean, Key Glock's pretty like phenomenal if you ask me. But I think my walk-up song is gonna be Fabo off of the newer album, even though he's got a new album coming out. But we're doing Key Glock. I think last week I said 100 Shots by Young Dolph, which is funny because they're actually related. Um, so I think we're gonna keep them family this week. We're gonna do Fabo by Key Glock and hope for the best because
Nice.
somebody's gonna die, and it's not gonna be me. The good thing is my miss isn't left, so we can move everybody to the left side, and then I'll just hit my really gnarly slice right, and we'll just call it a day.
I like Key Glock. He lost me with the she's
Ready
the I'm
spaghetti?
ready spaghetti. Yeah. Who says ready spaghetti?
Key Glock
Especially
does.
when you're like a gangster rapper.
Listen, are you gonna tell that to him?
Said I'm ready spaghetti. No, I'm not going to tell that to him, but I'll tell it to you right now. Who the hell
What
says
if Ty? Listen, Ty might know him. Ty knows people,
Ty does know people?
and
That's
it's
fair.
scary that he knows people.
Ty like randomly knew Demarius Thomas.
Yeah, it sounds like Ty.
Like, yeah, Ty just knows people.
Yeah. No, I know he's trying to get Big Lot to come on the pod, Eric Lottery.
Nice. Yep.
Dude's a character.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
that'd be fun. Dude, Ty knows everybody. It's crazy. Sometimes I'm afraid to ask him things, but then he'll send me pictures of like his camera bag just geeking out. I'm like, you're a little white kid inside.
Oh man.
I love
Yeah.
Ty. I can say that, and he's gonna laugh about it. He doesn't listen to these, which is even better. Um, so a final question. We always end these on food. I love food. I love to eat. Derek loves to eat. Greg loves food. We literally have a group chat that's all about food most of the time, except when it's about golf. And then me saying Augusta's a little overrated, and then everybody yelling at me.
You didn't say it was a little overrated. You said it was just another golf course. And that's why we had to bounce back at you.
So my issue, and then we'll get into the question. My issue is people treat this golf course like it's this holy land, and I'm like, listen, that golf
It
course
is.
doesn't. Listen,
Thank you, Kai. Thank you.
but
It
that golf
is.
course does not give a shit about you.
It doesn't have to. That's okay.
Hmm.
I have
Yeah,
a hard time
that's
caring about
poetic,
something
Greg.
that doesn't care
It's
about me.
poetic.
I just have a hard time caring about something that doesn't care about me the same way I would care about it, right?
I,
Okay.
yeah, I could be mean right now. I'm just gonna say yeah.
I mean, it's like imagine having like a dog that doesn't like you.
Oh, that would suck.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I don't live with Augusta National.
But I live with a dog.
Right, and she loves me.
She loves
So,
me.
well, my dog loves me.
I say Simone loves me.
Yeah,
But
but that golf course, you're gonna love it with all its intricacies. It's
For
so
sure.
complex. You don't want something that's super simple and boring. You need something that is pristine and complex, and
so it has
it's
nothing
gonna
to do
challenge
with
you.
like the complexity or how hard or difficult it is. Because my favorite course that they play on tour is Sawgrass. I love that 17th
Love
island hole.
Sawgrass.
And it's one of those courses where it's like, yeah, I guess if I really wanted to drop $700 to go play golf, I could. Um, but just knowing I'd probably put $700 worth of golf balls in that island hole water, I think would make it worth it for me. Um, like that's my favorite, and it's super difficult, super narrow, it's super long. It has nothing to do with how easy or difficult it is. It more or less, like to me, kind of irks me how people talk about this place that they will probably never go to, and the course refuses to let people like go see it. Like to me, that's just very hoity-toity and against what people are trying to do with the game. But then, like when they talk about it, it makes me feel like I'm back in like the 50s where women aren't allowed to play golf anymore, and that kind of makes me feel some kind of way.
No, yeah. We're not gonna say Augusta National is like the most progressive course of all time. I mean, the first woman member of
It's pretty
Augusta National was
recently.
it was like Condoleezza Rice in like
Hmm.
'06 or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was very
There's
recent.
there's a golf
Um,
course I caddied at back in the day that was men only. Um, you had to be 21 and up. No, yeah, you had to be 21 to play it. It was just men. It was just golf. The course was immaculate. It's fantastic, but it was literally made just for golf. So, and
Well,
a lot of expensive business deals.
isn't a golf course for golf, I guess, you know?
Yeah,
well,
you
a
get
golf
into like the
club.
country
Yeah.
club range though,
Oh, that's what
like
you
the
mean.
pool
Okay.
and the social thing and everything. Like it's literally like think of it like a guys club. Like it's just a bunch of guys going to play golf, peeing wherever they want to, like playing cards,
That'd
like
be
in the
sick.
clubhouse. Like it's it there's a couple pros that played on tour um and had won and still hadn't gotten to play that course and was like, when I turn 21, I'm gonna go play that course. Yeah.
I just want to pee
That's
wherever
Yeah.
I want on the golf course. That sounds freeing.
Dude, they didn't care. Yeah. They were just like, that tree over there, it's out in the middle of nowhere. Just right in the open.
Oh, that's where Dom is. He's peeing behind the tree. See, that
So
sounds
Yeah,
good.
anyway,
it's wild
food
times.
related question.
I think
Oh
that's
yeah,
food.
food.
Yeah.
I haven't
I'm a big
eaten
food fan.
in I haven't eaten in a while. Um, my work schedule really throws me off. And then some dude called me right before lunch and then talked my ear off for a half hour, and I was pissed. I'm like, dude, I'm supposed to have a quesadilla right now. I was really excited for that quesadilla, but if we ever end up in Oklahoma near you, I don't know where you are in Oklahoma. You don't have to say it.
I'm
But
in
if we,
Tulsa.
oh, you're in, okay. So if we ever end up in Tulsa
Okay.
and we're not watching Shark Week, talk us through like where you're gonna take us for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, that's a good question.
I always have to throw out the Shark Week because it's like my favorite episode of Friends when Monica surprises him and he's like, I'm watching porn. And then it's sharks and Rachel's like, I don't know what he's doing, maybe shark porn. Love that show.
Oh man,
All
Chandler had
right.
an odd way of going about things.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I was thinking. I
You
was
know,
thinking through it.
I would be totally content. And when I say this, I mean this in the best way. I'd be totally fine with just Taco Bell breakfast.
I yeah, I literally send a picture every year to Dom of like that's my birthday breakfast. That's what I request on my birthday is
It's
Taco Bell breakfast.
handheld. There's no
Yep,
mess. It's the perfect golf breakfast. And you can get the little cinnamon things.
can't go wrong.
I could never be a
All
skinny
right.
man.
I think I got it.
It's a good thing
It's
these
quite the
aren't rapid
question.
fire. It's a good thing these aren't rapid fire.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say I'll caveat this with this. My favorite restaurant to go to anywhere is Velvet Taco. I
Oh,
don't know if y'all have one.
no.
Um, so, but it's not a Tulsa place, right? So started in Dallas, they make these like world fusion tacos basically. So it'll be anything from like a rotisserie chicken taco to like they have a spicy tikka chicken, and they used to have a Korean fried rice, but they do this thing called a
Ooh,
WTF, the weekly taco feature. And yeah,
nice.
and like this past week they had a bulgogi beef taco.
I'm looking
There
at
was
the
at one
website.
point I had like an alligator taco one time. Like but I got to know it based on I went to their first location when I was in college in Dallas. And so they've expanded and grown and stuff. But um, so I say all that saying that's my favorite restaurant to go to. We do have one in Tulsa, but I'm going to give you the Tulsa. place to go. Places to go. I'm gonna take you to Double Shot Coffee for breakfast.
Hmm.
They have great like pastries and stuff. They've got like a really good like French toast and stuff, but their coffee is some of the best coffee I've ever had. Um, Double Shot and Onyx in Northwest Arkansas are my two favorites. Um, Lunch would be Trencher's Delicatessen. Uh, that's it. We had Guy's Best Bite in town here in Tulsa, and they won it. So, with an
Nice.
honorary mention of Lone Wolf is fantastic as well. They do like banh mi's and fried rice bowls
Ooh,
and kimchi fries. So it's like a Korean Vietnamese mix, which is
I'm a
cool.
sucker for banh mi.
Yeah, it's so good. And then for dinner, just based on vibes, we have a place called Mother Road Market, and it is a like a bougie food court, and it's got an awesome patio. You can get it just it would be something to where everyone could get what they wanted. But killer pizza there. There's a Chicken in the Wolf, which is like a Nashville chicken place. Um, but yeah, just for the vibes and it's a cool spot. So
The last place kind of sounds like Grand Central Market in LA, if you've ever been there. Uh, the first I landed in LA last year, and everyone's like, "Dom, you hungry?" And I'm like, "Guys, I'm all like fucked up from like the time zones and like the jet and everything." And they're like, "No, we're gonna go eat." And I'm like, "Pull my leg, like whatever." So they take me to Grand Central Market, and they're like, "Dude, you get whatever you want here." And I'm like, "I want tacos." Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm with Ralph and Raul and Raul's son. I'm like, "Give me tacos." Like, I feel like if I don't have a taco today, I'm not like you're gonna kick me out onto the street because my Airbnb didn't let me in for a couple days. Um, I'm bad at planning. That's a whole thing. And we walk in this place, and it's like open air downtown LA, and it's just like a culture shock. Like there's everything you could ever imagine. We're walking through, there's like roasted chicken, empanadas, burgers, hot dogs, bougie sandwiches, and then I'm like, I want that. And it's like the like original like carnitas recipe from like original in Mexico, and I'm like, guys, I may never leave LA. Like it, like I may never leave. It was so good. My last night there, I went back, got more, and took it to my Airbnb, and I was like, this is perfect.
that place is gonna convert you to a Rams fan. It's gonna be crazy, man.
No,
Just kidding.
no,
There's no
Let's
Rams
be
fans in LA. Come on
no.
now.
let's be honest. There's probably an equal amount of Rams fans in LA as there is to 49ers fans in LA as well. So
Yeah, I
we all
mean,
know it.
I
That's fair.
landed,
Yeah.
and of course, I stayed with my buddies and Raul's a Niners guy, so I had my Niners hoodie on because the plane gets kind of chilly, and he's like, "You're even wearing the right hoodie." I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am." So, bang, bang, baby.
Didn't
It's
you
all
wear a
right.
hoodie to Half Moon Bay?
I did wear a hoodie to Half Moon Bay. It wasn't a Niners hoodie though.
No, it was not.
It was
You
a
needed a golf hoodie for that one.
it
It was
was
a
a
pretty
golf hoodie.
nice
It's from
hoodie.
Swannies.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was like a insulated one because we went early and they're like, Dom, it's on the water. It's gonna be kind of chilly. And luckily I brought it because it didn't warm up till the sun came out. And to this day, Half Moon Bay had the best breakfast burrito I have ever had. And I still dream about it sometimes.
What a place to have the best breakfast burrito of
Yeah,
all
it
time.
just happens to have a Ritz-Carlton hotel too.
Yeah.
But like I bought it from like the clubhouse of all places. Like, Dom, go put your order in and then we'll wait. I'm like, can I have a Red Bull and a breakfast burrito? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, hell yeah, sign it up. And Brendan's looking at me like, the hell you doing? I'm like, shut up. Like, I'm not a morning person. So there was a good amount of people in Airbnb. And this was when we were in NorCal. And I wake up I get dressed, I sit on the couch. Everyone's like, we're so excited, and I'm just like, I'm pissed. Like whoever made this seat time, I'm mad at you. And then I remembered it was Derek, and I'm like, I can't be too mad at Derek. But Brendan's trying to like hype me up, and I glare at him. He goes, "Okay," and then I walked away. So then I took a nap in the truck on the way over, and then I felt better. But that course is unreal. Anyways, that's Half Moon Bay for you. We played the ocean course. I almost killed a woman on the beach. But in my defense, why is there a beach on a golf course? Like, don't be standing there.
Oh, the sea was angry that day, my friends.
Well, I also, so we're teeing off and I can't see because the sun is like in my face. So I don't know that there's a beach with people on it to the left. How would I know? Nobody tells me this stuff. I'm from Minnesota. I've never been to California before, never seen the ocean. Well, that's a lie. I've seen it in Florida. Um, and they're like, dude, you gotta yell four. I'm like, why? I hit it straight. And they go, where did you hit it straight? I'm like, it's right there. And they're like, no, that's somebody else's ball. My ball went dead left, like a heat-seeking missile. They're like, Dom, you have to yell. And I'm like, I couldn't see. Like, I don't know where it is. There-
That's
There's another
hilarious.
video from that trip of me almost getting a hole in one on a muni with the sun in my face. Or, yeah, I go, I can't see it. And the ball almost trickles in.
I think I remember that because you just hit it and then you just turned around and you're like, I don't know where it went. I
Yeah, I
can't see
hit
it.
it. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't see anything. That was after somebody had yelled four. And everyone's like putting their hands up. And I'm like, I'm looking in the air. I'm like, where's this going? Like, what's going on? I'm a menace on a golf course. That's why I'm not allowed to drive. I don't know if that changes the vibes of me coming to Oklahoma, but I'm not. Like it's an experience with me.
No, come on, bro. I'll play golf with anybody.
Ugh. Greg, let's make the trip.
We got to do it, man.
Not allowed to go on
Come
the
on.
Pinehurst trip, but we can make an Oklahoma trip.
Yeah. Well, if Ty wants to come back up to Columbus and play again, he's got to let me know next time because I'm, an hour up the road. So,
Yeah, we'll definitely make that happen. So,
yeah.
All right, guys. I feel like that was a good episode. It's like 11 o'clock my time, and I've been up for way too long, and I haven't eaten yet.
That's no
yep.
good. Need to eat. Yeah.
Well, I have eaten like today, but that was like 9 hours ago.
Yeah,
Way
food would
too.
probably be good.
So it's like a whole new day at this point. But Ty, thank you so much. Um,
Absolutely.
I'll make sure I link Skive in the podcast description. That way people can check you out on Instagram, and I'll link the website, send people your way as
Sweet.
well. Um, Greg, thank you so much. It's always fun to see you, even though we've never met, even though we've
Actually
tried.
met. Yeah. It feels like I've met you now, but it is weird that I've never met you in person.
That's okay. I'm probably
Yeah.
shorter than people think.
So, peek behind the curtain here. I'm actually on a work trip right now. I'm in Savannah, Georgia for the week. And this is the first time I've met the majority of my team because we all telework. And I walked like just into the hotel lobby and everyone was like, "Oh, Greg." And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so much taller than I thought you would be." Which I mean, I'm 6 foot. Like I'm not like a super tall guy, but apparently I was tall enough to cause some
To warrant that.
yeah, some shocked faces. One one girl on my team actually like stood up and just like nudged her shoulder up against mine and was like 6'3". I'm like, no. How could you
Yeah.
get 6'3" from
Yeah.
this? Absolutely not. Yeah.
So last thing
So
before I end this, I was hired at Brooks in like end of August. So then we get the email. It's like, hey, are you coming out to Teams Week last week of October in Seattle? And I'm like, am I allowed to like do this? Because I'm so new. I land, I get there, and it's the first day like in the office, like meeting everybody, and everyone's like, Tom, and I'm like, how the fuck do these people know me? And I'm like, first of all, like obviously, like I look like this. Like even on meetings, like they're like, oh yep, ball of hair. that's Dom. And there's people that I've never interacted with though, like ever. And they're like, "Oh, hey, good to meet you, Dom. Good, glad you made it." And I'm like, "Okay, how does everybody know me?" So I finally asked on like the last day there as they're giving us goodies and stuff to take home. They're like, "Oh, yeah, you're easily recognizable because you made it to the final round of the company Jeopardy." And I'm like, "Oh, I did make it to the final round of the company Jeopardy." And then I sat there like a deer in headlights because I didn't know a damn thing they were asking me.
So they just know you as the guy that was just like,
Yeah, I didn't
uh,
buzz in at all. I made it past like I didn't dominate my round, but like I won my round. And like Dom, you're in the finals. I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm in the finals. And everyone's like, oh yeah, we recognize you because you made it to the final round. And then you sat there. And I'm like, well, yeah. I don't know what the hell a locust bot is. And they're like, those are the robots that pick the orders. And I'm like, what a dumb name for a robot. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like,
that's hilarious.
so that's how everybody at corporate knows me. And I'm just like, great. Thanks.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Dom, thanks for asking me to co-host this one. I appreciate it. Ty, thanks
Abs
for coming on, man. Um,
Absolutely. Had a blast, man.
yeah. Yeah, the relationships I've made just in the short time doing social media is the fun part of it for sure. And you and Dom are two of the key examples of that. So this was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We'll have to revive or reprise this on the Pinehurst podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to get the Pinehurst podcast back up and running. We recorded an episode like 2 months ago, and I just didn't post it for some reason. I'm not even sure
L-
why. It's just,
Life is busy, man.
yeah, man. It's like, yeah, just have to do some editing and get it out. So
I
we'll
get that.
figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But yeah.
edit these things. It's raw and unfiltered, baby.
Love
We
it.
had like a big glitch that really needs to be edited out of the last one. That's the only reason why I would do
I do too, and it's called Derek not being here.
it.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair. It's been a
But
while since I've joked around about me being on more podcasts than Derek of your podcast.
I mean, this year you're tied, and
Two for two, man. Let's
we're
go.
almost 5 months in.
Yeah.
Oh, but guys, thank you. It's been great. I'm gonna go, honestly. I bought a big thing of the Target check or Tex-Mex trail mix. I might just take a gummy and then just like down half the bucket and pass out.
Sounds like a great time, man. Sounds
Yeah.
like a great time.
Dude, I'm so ready, but thank you. It's been great.
Absolutely.
Obviously, nothing but the best with Skype. We'll talk about it in the future. I like having people on just as stuff comes out. So, but if you have questions about the hoodie, I have ideas. Nobody's asked me, but I have tons of golf hoodie ideas because I'm not an expert, but boy, do I love them.
I'm right there with you. I wear a hoodie basically every day. So I'm right there with you.
Ugh, love
So
them.
it turns out you need to come out with 7 hoodies too to match your 7
Yes.
polos. Yeah.
One a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
One a day.
All right,
Awesome.
Ty. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. We'll see you.
Have a good
Absolutely.
one.